A rainy, windy start to the weekend as Storm Betty passes over the UK. I'll have the full national forecast next.
You've got news of another storm heading our way, haven't you?
That's right. This is storm number 2 for August. Storm Betty is moving in all the time. It's going to be quite a lively and rather bumpy start to the weekend for many. So Storm Betty comes with a fair number of weather warnings, of course, for wind and rain. We've also got a thunderstorm warning in force as well. Let's have a look at what's going on. This is where Storm Betty is at the moment. Of course, the storm is simply a named deep area of low pressure. It's going to continue swirling in. We're going to have some pretty strong gusts of wind around the Irish Sea coast through this evening and overnight, and weather warnings in force. Wind and rain out to the west. A thunderstorm warning sits out towards the east. By the time we get to tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, though, the centre of the storm is going to be pulling away quite nicely, and after that I think things really are going to start improving. But it is really going to be a southeast and northwest sort of split to our weather over the next couple of days, with the best conditions I think reserved for the south and east. Let's have a look at the detail then for this weekend. So let's get the detail then for this weekend. As I say, no surprises, it is going to be a fairly lively one as we move through this evening and overnight tonight. This weekend brings with it wind and heavy rain clearing northwards. Most of that, though, is happening overnight. The risk of thunderstorms, though, in the southeast for a time, and unsurprisingly, it is going to be fairly warm and humid. So this is the situation. We've got wind and rain warnings sitting out across the western areas as that storm continues to sweep in. Some heavy rain and strong winds continues. And there's that thunderstorm warning sitting out towards East Anglia and the southeast. Now, as we look ahead to the rest of the night, the bulk of the wind and rain, as I say, does continue to swirl around and clear away northwards throughout the night. So for many, it is going to be a wet end to the night, but dry on the ground by the time we get to the morning. But look at these temperatures really staying up pretty warm overnight. Then we look ahead to tomorrow. We do still have those wind and rain warnings in force across the northern and western parts as we start the weekend, but they really disappear off the scene by the time we get to the afternoon. Much better across the bulk of England and Wales by the time we get to Saturday afternoon. The wind and rain taking its time to clear away from the north by the time we get to Saturday evening. Jumping ahead then to Sunday, and it's a lovely start to the day for many. Most of that rain, as you can see, cleared well away from us, but we do still have the legacy of sunny spells and showers. But the very nature of them means that many parts will get away with not too bad a day and fairly warm. And I did promise you some rising temperatures. I think they'll peak at around 27, 28 on Tuesday. It is looking to be a little bit more cheerful.
That is some good news. Becky, thank you.
No problem.